And my prompt was called Wish Me Luck. Wish me luck, they'd often say, as they bravely marched into the fray. On the 8th of May 1945, a world once shattered now came alive. We celebrated on the cobbled streets when Germany conceded defeat. Our prayers to God every day and night were now answered. We'd won the fight. The flags flew high, red, white and blue. In every heart a hope broke through. No bombs tonight, no more fear. We sang songs of joy, eyes filled with tears. Our battered world began to heal. The end of war, a peace made real. The streets alive with song and cheer. A hard-won peace at last was here. But echoes of the battles past still lingered in our heart held past. We looked to the skies with grateful eyes beneath the hush of calmer skies. Though flags may fade and time marches on, their courage sings in every dawn. Now poppies bloom where young men lay, and silence honours VE Day. My next piece is a story about my grandparents. Could you please all picture this? The 11th of November 1918, also known as Armistice Day. World War I ended that day. What joy and excitement must have been the flavour of the time. I can only imagine the euphoric feeling that must have been evident among the population of the countries involved. However, I will concentrate upon the feelings of two individuals relating to my ancestry, my maternal grandparents. My grandmother, Hannah English, or Granny as I fondly knew her, lived in the Byker area of Newcastle. She was an unmarried dressmaker. Did she throw caution to the wind due to the confirmation that this lousy, horrendous war had at last come to an end? Did she behave out of character and find a local lad named Horsley Walton so goddamn attractive when he returned from the war in his army uniform? Had they been sending each other love letters, declaring undying love during the war years? Did Horsley pour his heart out to Hannah, telling him how much grief he felt following the news that his brother Cecil was one of the war dead and had fallen in France? Did she share that her sister's husband had also died in battle in France too? Two lovers whose family had experienced such loss, as had probably most families. The mutual grief could have been the catalyst for those two young souls to have a realisation that happiness needed to be grabbed and enjoyed to the fullest. So in November 1918, the streets must have been alive with celebrations in full force, and these two unmarried lovers consummated their love with such passion. I don't know all the details, but I do know that in April 1919, Horsley and Hannah were married. And I definitely know that in August 1919, their first baby girl was born. That baby was Doris Walton, my mother. Her birth being 9 months from the time armistice was declared. On the other side of the Tyne River, in Gateshead, another family, William and Annie Benson, also had an addition to their brood in August 1919. That baby was Albert Benson, my father. I find it strangely comforting to know that my creation was the result of two people conceived during a time when the world was celebrating peace in November 1918. Little did the world know that a second world war would commence in 1939, and both my parents would have an active part. My father served in the army, and my mother worked in the ammunition factory. That war ended on May the 8th, 1945.